She messaged back, haha, you seriously believed I'd skip my Vegas getaway for your operation. In that instant, something deep within me shattered. I devoted 5 years to this woman, giving up so much for her, always making justifications on her behalf. I was preparing for surgery, anxious and isolated. And the one individual I truly relied on picked poolside hangs and social media posts instead of supporting me. But what she had no idea about was that fate was already on its way to meet her. And the nurse who took her call afterward, she didn't merely ruin Qley's holiday, she brought the whole thing crashing down. If you're up for an intense emotional journey, make sure to subscribe to Reddit Murmurs. I'm Mark, 31 years old, and for 5 years I believed I'd discovered my soulmate. Qley was stunning, impulsive, and full of energy. She possessed this unpredictable energy that turned ordinary moments into thrilling escapades. But that energy also brought trouble, and I spent years struggling through it. We first connected at a music event. She accidentally collided with me, splashing her beverage on my footwear, then chuckled and remarked, "Looks like we're connected now." I was instantly captivated. During the initial year, everything felt ideal. Midnight drives, unplanned getaways, crazy celebrations. But once the excitement died down and everyday realities set in, expenses, duties, careers, things shifted. I remained committed, she pulled away. I handled most of the rent payments, stocked the kitchen, and settled her traffic fines. When I received a promotion, she teased, "Awesome, now I can leave this awful position." And she quit, but I stayed silent. I believed that's what commitment meant, keeping everything stable so the other could discover their path. Then the hernia issue arose. It began as slight unease, but proved more significant than anticipated. The physician explained I required an operation, not extremely complex but not simple either. I'd need anesthesia, followed by several days of limited mobility. I felt uneasy and craved support. I recall sitting beside Qley, palms clammy, when I told her, "They've set my procedure for next Thursday." She drank her smoothie and lifted an eyebrow. "Hold on, that's exactly when I'm heading to Vegas with my friends." "Yeah, I assumed you'd reschedule," I responded, forcing a grin. She burst out laughing. "You're joking, aren't you?" "Mark, I really need this vacation. I've been under so much pressure." I gazed at her in disbelief. "So have I. I'm about to go under the knife." She simply shrugged. "It's not as if you're in mortal danger. You'll manage just fine." I felt like shouting, like breaking down, but I only nodded quietly. That evening I sent her a message. "Are you seriously not going to stay? I'm pretty nervous." Her response, "Lol, you really expected me to drop my Vegas plans for your surgery?" I stared at the screen, hands shaking. Then I typed back my error. The day of the operation arrived with 0 calls, no encouraging messages, no updates. I faced it by myself. The nurse, Lisa, was a compassionate lady in her late 40s with soft hands and kind eyes. She assisted me in relaxing prior to the anesthesia, assuring me everything would be all right. When I regained consciousness, disoriented and hazy, she was right there, gripping my hand. "You're secure now, you're all right." The procedure succeeded perfectly. She helped me sip some water, supported me as I tried sitting. She even arranged a taxi when I struggled to move. "You shouldn't be by yourself after something like this," she noted, looking concerned. I gave a faint smile. I wasn't meant to be. Later, as I became more aware, my phone buzzed. It was Qley. I had no interest in speaking with her. Lisa noticed my reluctance and offered, "Would you like me to take it?" I agreed. "This is Nurse Lisa from Westside Medical Center," she stated. "Mark is in recovery." "No, he's by himself right now." "No, we can't arrange a video call, he's only just coming around." "Ma'am, if you're phoning from a pool gathering, perhaps try again when you're clear-headed." She ended the call and sighed. "You deserve a partner who actually appears when it counts." That night I wept not from the discomfort, but because an unfamiliar person had displayed more compassion in a single hour than my partner had across 5 years. When Qley returned after 3 days, she walked in as if nothing was wrong, still glowing from the sun in Vegas, still wrapped in that phony caring scent. "Happy you didn't pass away or anything?" OMG, the strip was insane. I offered no response. I simply looked at her, empty inside. The following morning, while she remained asleep, I gathered my belongings. I placed a message on the table. "You weren't present when I needed you most, not only for the surgery but in every way. A nurse I had just encountered demonstrated greater warmth than you ever did." I'm finished. I temporarily stayed with a colleague, severed communication, didn't block her number, just stepped away, yet she refused to release. A week afterward, she shared an old picture of us with the text, "Reunited with my guy after his frightening procedure, love conquers all." I chuckled, then the private messages arrived. "Can we discuss? I messed up. Let's work it out." Then the breaking point. A clip of her claiming she'd cared for me with affection and homemade meals, gaining thousands of views with followers applauding her. So I replied in the comments, "The nurse who genuinely held my hand sends her regards." Instant uproar, questions flooded in, the real story emerged. She removed the video immediately. Then she attempted to contact the hospital, impersonating me, aiming to have Lisa dismissed. Terrible decision. The facility noted the call. Lisa had already documented it. Qley had yelled and issued threats during the conversation. They delivered an official caution and marked her contact for harassment, but fate had more in store. One of her close friends from the Vegas outing shared private footage of Qley ridiculing me for being overly dependent about the operation. That footage reached her workplace at a children's health company. They terminated her employment instantly without notice or pity. Last week, she sent me a text. "I miss our connection." I glanced at the phone, then shut it off, because I don't miss feeling like a burden. Today, I'm seeing someone new. A person who brings me soup even for a minor cold and doesn't hold back affection until I'm in real trouble. And Lisa, she attended my birthday celebration, offered me a hug that felt truly comforting. If you've ever questioned whether your needs are excessive, they're not. You're simply directing them toward the wrong individual. Thanks for hearing me out. If this tale stirred any emotions in you, subscribe to Reddit Murmurs for additional genuine heartfelt stories each week.